that will disappear. Maybe after 21 hours, again you can create. But it will not be there more than 21 hours. This guy wants to do this big ritual out of anger, not out of some creativity. If he himself wants to achieve something, and if you would have started, then greed will be the guiding force. Greed can make things successful, but he himself doesn't have anything to be achieved. He just wants to disrespect. He just wants to pull down the master. Now what to do? Naturally, his inspiration cannot stay. Anyhow, but ego does not understand, it will not stand. It will try its best and do a big pampering show. Now he starts a huge show, literally a big show, calling all the devatas. You see, he called every devata except Shiva just to tell Shiva that he is disrespecting Shiva. He did not forget to call even a single guy, because Shiva will think, oh, he is also not called, I am also not called, it's okay. But Shiva should not reconcile. He should know, Shiva should be hurt. Except him, everybody is called. That's the purpose. Now what to do then? Don't miss even a single guy, even by forgetting. And he called everybody. That's the next story. Now, all these fellows, the devatas and the munis who gathered, Muni, Rishi, devatas who gathered, who came for the yajna, all these fellows are Shiva devotees. But the problem, they do not have a complete confidence on the command of Shiva. They thought, Arey, this is after all fight between son-in-law and father-in-law. Today Shiva will tell, don't go. Tomorrow Shiva and Daksha may get patched up. Then what will happen to our condition? What will happen to our place? Sometimes the same thing happens around the master. When a master says a command, you will think, tomorrow he himself may change the command. Better let me do what I want. If he changes, then he will make him understand. That's the reason I did like this. It will not work with master. When today he makes a command, that is. Tomorrow if he changes, that is. When you use your intellect, thinking that tomorrow he may change, you will miss the whole show. Because when, what, how the spontaneity responds, you do not know. You do not know. You work with logic and mind. He works with intelligence and intuition. So these guys had their own intellect, their own game, playing in their mind. So all the fellows went. This is also one aspect of ego. This is also one aspect of ego who are not able to understand the masters. All these fellows went. Anyhow, the Homa started. Anything done by ego starts in a big way, ends in a very ugly way. Anything done by divine starts in a very simple way, ends in an extraordinary way, unimaginable way. Gains momentum. Gains tremendous momentum. Anything started by divine is like rolling a ball from the steps. The more and more it rolls, it will gain momentum. Done by ego is throwing the stones towards the sky. The more and more time goes, it loses the momentum. It gains momentum. Anything done by divine. Anything done by ego loses the momentum, but starts in a big way, pampering way. Daksha's yajna started in a very big way. All these devatas, whoever has gone there for fun, they are all having fun. Homa is nothing but those days party. Those days party. All the guys are gathered, Somarasa and all kinds of the bang, everything was served. People are singing after having bang and they are all in ecstasy. Lot of things are going on and people are all jumping. And the next step, this is a very important thing. See, Devi herself got tempted to go on attend. This what means individual soul wants to separate from the enlightenment. Even after having the enlightenment state, or even after entering into that space of Shiva, because the few engrams were not clear, I can't say enlightened state, it's like a Satori. Devi would have achieved Satori, not the enlightenment itself, because enlightenment can never go back. Satori. Devi, after achieving the space of Shiva also, and actually this proves, till you are enlightened, there is a danger of going back. There is a danger of going back. Devi, out of her deep surrender, achieved only Satori. But there are few engrams, especially deep-rooted engrams of father and mother. In Indian society, men will have always the deep-rooted engrams to have money and wealth. Women will have the deep-rooted engrams of parents and parental house, those things. They are very deep-rooted engrams, very difficult to remove them. She was not able to get rid of that engram. Actually, when somebody goes to Buddha and asks, Buddha, give me sannyas, Buddha said, go and kill your father, mother and come back. You are shocked, what? How to kill my father and mother to have sannyas? He says, Buddha says, not physically, psychologically. Their influence on you should be destroyed. Go and finish that and come. Go and finish that and come. Their influence on you should be taken away. Anyhow, she was not able to escape that influence. That is why even she got tempted. Understand, this says, do not rest till you are completely enlightened. Even if you had Satori, don't think things are done. There is a possibility of coming down. You should not keep three things even little bit alive: fire, credit, enmity. Fire, loan, enmity. Because all three will grow. Even if you keep, little remain. Ego, you should never keep even little bit. Because it will grow for no reason. I can add now 4. Fire, loan, enmity and ego should not be left even little bit. Somehow Devi did not bother to finish the whole thing. That's the reason even she was tempted. If you leave even single engram, Maya will enter in that engram and try to tempt you. Devi was tempted to go. Now she was saying, don't go. His teachings. He is trying to teach, give intelligence. The problem, even before first experience, you will have the sincerity or the obedience to listen to the master. After first experience, you will start thinking you know. He also knows, I also know. Then what is there? I can logically argue with him. When you stay around a master for a long time, you take him for granted. You think that now you know the logic with which he is working. Then I can also work in the same logic. But the big difficulty, he never works with the logic. You create a logic which you think is working, but you will never be able to grasp the logic with which he is working. But if you live long time around him, you will start thinking he is living with he decides only based on this logic. By now I know, I can make out. You start using that logic against him. When you start thinking, you know the logic with which he is working. That's what now Devi is doing. Because she lived quite a long time around him, now she thinks she knows the logic with which Shiva decides. She goes on arguing. After some time, Shiva tries his best to tell Devi, you do not know the logic with which I am working. But Devi says, I know the logic with which you work. Then finally Shiva decides, all right, if they know, then up to them. Then Devi goes to the place of Daksha. Understand? Whenever you move based on your understanding and logic and arrogance, you will enter only into the wrong hands or the wrong place. It can never end up in right way. That's what means the Devi going back to the place of Daksha, where the ego is exhibiting its power. Where ego is exhibiting its power. And the moment Devi comes, Daksha says, stop, don't come in. Because two ego cannot stay in one place. Two ego cannot stay in one place. Two enlightened masters can always stay in one place. Two enlightened masters can always stay in one place. Actually, there will not be two enlightened masters, there will be only one enlightened master. Enlightenment, that's all, not even a master. But two egoist people can never stay together. That is why some houses, only two people will be staying, but the sound which is created will be equal to a market. The more the ego, more the sound. Less the arrogance, less the sound. Sometimes even 100 people are sitting in one place, there won't be any sound. All will be in silence. Sometimes even two persons are enough to create a market. There is no need even to two. One is enough. Sitting and talking with themselves and getting restless, arrogant, agitated, irritated. There will be a big city, fish market in the house.